Well, hello, and welcome back to the tower. Let me get everybody rocking and rolling here. We're going to do an engine check test on the main tower, and then we're going to get going. Which means we have to check this. Which, I don't know when I get to use Thunderbot. And we don't check this. And we got this, and Astro, Anti, Spacey, Pulsar, Project, Dimmy, and Ohm. Okay. Hey Fuzzy, how you doing? Alright, so we're good to go. So let me get this gone. Then I have to do some stream setup stuff. And then we're gonna go. Hey Gail, how you doing? Well, Gail, you missed out. Your big chance. Don't worry, Gail. I'll stream again. You can try again next time. I'm just doing my streaming homework real quick. I don't know what to do about Nick. He didn't reply. I assume Nick is just too busy with something more interesting than me. He used to be my biggest fan. That's what happens. They grow up. Let's see. Give me a moment, Gail. Give me a moment. I'm still doing my streaming homework, Gail. Hey Knowles, how you doing? Hey Rubber, how you doing? I almost have all my streaming homework done. We're just rocking out. Hey Virus, how you doing? Alright, let's see. And that, Gail, did you do your tournament? Because you're supposed to do your tournament. But that would be the tournament, but we time warp, so this is still early. I mean, Gail, you have an hour. You need to check. Oh, I didn't set everything up yet. Hold on. Let me set everything up on a big tower. I almost forgot. Oop. There we go. Now everything's set up for big tower. Now it's just luck of the bracket. Let me check on my other towers. Fast Ultimate really is tiring, guys. I'll tell you that. Fast Ultimate, I could do without that one. Alright, oh, right, lifetime coins. Hold on. 679 quintillion for big tower. 360 trillion for little tower. Oh, crap. I forgot to spend his money before. Oh, well, we'll spend it after. I did spend down towers 3 through 6 because now I don't need to save as much. Hey, Sar, how you doing? Hey, Joseph, how you doing? Oh, you're gonna test a 43? That always killed me, Joseph. I wish you the best of luck. Probably, I think, 1.7. Yeah, that sounds right. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? And, Glenn, thank you for watching, and happy farming, man, and have a good evening. Hopefully, everybody has a good tournament. So, Sar, maybe you missed it in the chat. I'm trying to, like, stick to the same schedule. I know the tournament still has an hour to go. I was actually, like, Sar, I had a crisis. I was really hungry. Hey, Fost, how you doing? And I was really, really hungry, and I was like, I should get something to eat, but I also need to do my tournament. And I was like, how would I do my tournament, and then I get something to eat? And that's why I'm here. Well, Fost, it's early, but it's only early because I already time warped. You guys don't time warp for 2 more weeks. When the US changed its time warping schedule, not everybody has changed the schedule, you know what I mean? Like, we used to all be in sync, right? Then in, like, I want to say it was like 2007 or something like that, the US extended daylight saving time. And Canada actually mirrored our schedule, but Europe has not. So for this 2 weeks, Maria and I are 6 hours apart. Yeah, I would rather just have it. Just pick, I don't even really care which one you pick. Just pick one. Oh my God, just pick one. I would prefer permanent summertime, just because having all the games reset at 8 instead of 7 is better. But please, just pick one. Oh my God. And then you have the anti-no time warping people, and they come out with all these articles like Russia tried not using the time warp, and it negatively affected them. And I'm like, Russia, the place with endless winter, they somehow, I don't know. And I mean, we tried it in the US, and then the thing was, we tried it in the US. And then it was like, oh, we forgot to adjust when school starts and stuff like that. Not that it matters. Because the thing is, we still, like, it doesn't make any sense to me why that argument even happens. Because we tried switching back to permanent time. Yes, the time warp is when you change the clock. So I've already sprung ahead. Europe hasn't sprung ahead yet, so they haven't done the time warp. I time warped last weekend. I just call it the time warp because it's, yeah, that's what it does. You either travel forward through time or you get an extra hour to repeat. You get like that Groundhog Day thing. That's the only good thing is in fall. You get that extra hour of Groundhog Day, so you get to stay at the bar an hour later and then, you know, get your DUI an hour later. Not that I've ever had a DUI. What is that, Fuzzy? I like herbs. Some of them, not all of them. Also, eventually we're going to get the update. What's our update timer? Let me check. Our update timer is in 18 days. Okay, we have 18 days to wait. Oh, okay. For some reason, I misread bulk food store as something else in my head. It probably has, what seasoning is it usually? Is it, Is it... Well, Fost, all I can do is go by known expiration dates. I wouldn't be surprised, because we just got another update. They changed the update again. Yeah, they just added 5.1, so the guild update could be in that. I'm trying to think. I thought it was... What is that little green herb they put on everything that doesn't taste like anything? Wait, what are they changing with the tournament? No, not cilantro. Is it basil? I thought it started with a P. And I don't think it's parsley. Oregano! Oh, I guess it is parsley. My bad. Parsley is the one. But yeah, it's also basil, oregano, thyme. Oregano looks like weed, so don't use that. Rosemary and sage. Alright, let's see. I also have to remember I had 5 demon modes this time. We're back on the 5 demon modes. Oregano, the herb that I carry all the time in small little baggies. I just always want to put oregano on things. I mean, from what I read, they were doing the calculation. I couldn't tell if they were doing the calculation beneficially to us, who use intro sprint, or it's a penalty to us. It read like it was a penalty for people who use intro sprint, that we got the worst way they calculated it. Ah, yes, spices, my favorite herb. So, I mean, the way that, you know, I mean, we all know they're not the best communicators. Let me read it again. Changed how we calculate enemy level skips in relation to the skip decay battle condition when using intro sprint. Now we calculate the enemy level skip result before decrementing the stat from this battle condition. That sounds like a buff. No, I haven't. Let me see. Oh, somebody responded to me. I guess I haven't been very attentive. Oh, somebody called me out. That's nice. It's always nice when I inspire people to do things. Wow, Foss, that's That's some aggressive feedback. I don't understand what they were supposed to do with guilds outside of made it a little what guilds are. That's kind of wild. Oh, wow! Oh, man! Now I see who that's coming from. Oh, man! I do agree. Well, you can't get to the... I'll forward it. Hold on. I forwarded it to the Chower chat. That to me is just the call out. It is hilarious. I posted it, Fuzzy. You should be able to see it. I forwarded it. Even though you're banned, you should be able to see it. That is the call out. Oh my god. I can't believe... Like, I don't want to say who it's from, but I see who it's from, Foss, and I'm just like, wow. I can't reply in here because I'm too small. And Fuds is correct with his response. I'm reading. I'll read them out loud. I'll read them out loud when I get to them. But Fuds is like, hey, Brandon, how you doing, man? Fuds is 100% right. I'll forward this too, because it's a no-win scenario. Because if Fuds announces, like, something that's going to happen, and I know this from software development, okay? And then, for whatever reason, you can't make it happen, or it takes longer than you thought, you know, you run into that problem where things just take longer, then the community just crucifies you. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Wow, Casey, I haven't seen you in a while. So, hold on, I'm still going through this. We're gonna go through the leaks. But yeah, I agree, like, hey, Mohammed, how you doing? I agree, like, 100%. We got a communications person, and all I ever feel like our communications person says is nothing. They say absolutely nothing of any substance most of the time. It's not like, you know, it's like we got a communication person who their entire job is to talk around the game and create discussions that just aren't really that relevant. It starts in the top 50 on Monday. You'll see it. It's Monday night. Well, Casey, again, as a software developer, look, let's be realistic. If I want to have a kid, I can't recruit another woman and have a kid in 4.5 months, okay? It takes 9 months to make a baby, regardless of how many women I have working for me, okay? So, we can't really, like, everybody thinks you can just throw more developers at the problem, but there's actually this IBM study, it was called the Million Man Month. And so, it's very hard to scale a team up, because as you scale a team, you also scale up the amount of communication needed for that team. And unless you hire the right people who you can kind of trust to work autonomously, it's very difficult to overcome that communication hurdle. Hey, AK, how you doing? But on the same time, like, I feel like they could be a little bit more like what this game seems to be is they're trying to do like the updates are I actually don't know. Hold on. We just hit, hold on, I just realized I need to turn it down. We will pause it. I was going on a rant. Hey Ned, how you doing? Exactly. You kind of have to silo things off, and you have to actually have a code base where you can do that correctly. And you have to kind of split things up in a very modular fashion. Yeah, Mohammed, that's kind of what I was getting at with the woman thing, where, you know, that you can't just accelerate a baby. Actually, okay, I got fourth. I'm at fourth. I'm about to overtake third. Okay, this is looking good. It's probably not going to get higher than third, but that's good. So, imagine you have a 10-meter table, and you're on one side of the 10-meter table, and between frames, you're moving 11 meters, right? So on one frame, you're on one side of the table. Then on the next frame, you're on the other side of the table. You never actually collide with the table, okay? Then imagine you cut the game speed in half. So now you're moving 5.5 meters between frames. So on one frame, you're on one side of the table. On the next frame, you're in the middle of the table, and the game is forced to handle the collision between you and the table. And this is extra relevant. No, I actually didn't, AK. I remembered it, but I was doing something else, and by the time I remembered to join, it was too late. So I joined it like a couple hours ago. I joined it like 4:30. So I kind of... Yeah, Brandon, I have 6 towers. I have a problem. Thank you, Foss. Thank you, Sar. And the thing is, you also have to scale things, Ned, like when you're doing this kind of team thing. I find the best way to scale something like that successfully requires a lot of redundancy. Which means not only do your dev teams need to be like 6, 8, I would say even 8 people's kind of pushing it. Thanks, Brandon. I'm glad you agree that it's okay for me to indulge my problem. But then you also need to have like a dedicated QA person for each team too, right? So you would want to have, depending on the velocity of your developers, 1, possibly 2 dedicated QA people to each team. And then on top of that, you would want to have at least 1 dedicated business analyst for each team. That makes each team like able to work like pretty autonomously, independently of other shared resources, but that is a manpower thing. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's the other problem, Faust, is like, it's not like they really need, what they really needed, what FUDs, if FUDs really wanted to increase this game, what they really would need to do is build a dedicated dev team for the tower exclusively. And yeah, they could afford to do it, Casey. So you got everything up. You got defense, regen, attack. What do you mean you can't afford the research as I do? I agree it's fair to ask the question, Casey. My bigger problem is they keep doing... Like, my number one problem with this game, and I said this when it started, is as soon as you have things that do percent damage or infinite, you know, instant kill or anything like that, any build will gravitate towards that. And that's actually a big negative for this game. Like, they really should have made, like... And the same thing with Thorns. Like, Thorns is... in my opinion, too powerful. Oh shoot, I didn't, oh man, we lost one, guys. Man down. I didn't even use demon mode. I'm farming tier 18. It's so difficult to use demon mode on them. Yeah, it should be something. It should be a stacking damage multiplier or something. I'm not saying... Okay, let's be clear. I'm not saying let's nerf EHP to the ground. I'm not saying that. Okay? Realistically, Thorns is only overpowered because the differential between the amount of damage and... So, like, in every other game I played... Oh! I see. Okay, so... Okay, Mohammed, that's a big clue. I didn't realize you were talking about... what ultimate weapons do you have, Mohammed? Oh, well, damn it, I died. I lag died. I got killed by Ray. I know, like, you guys, there's too much going on. Mohammed, are you in the Discord? Like, I'm not trying to say we should nerf Thorns, but I am going to say that Thorns is overpowered. And the only reason Thorns is overpowered is because every game I've played, Thorns reflects a percentage of enemy damage done to you, right? Which really, like, right now they're doing 1 billion damage, but they have 440 billion health, right? That tells me right off the bat we have a scaling problem incorrectly by getting more health and stuff like that. I don't think you should ever have enemies having, like, you know, that much more health and damage kind of thing. But that's a separate topic. Let me set myself up back to... Oh, shoot, I lost another one. Damn it! I don't know when they're gonna die. I got 2 left. 2 of the little ones left. Hold on, let me get back into farm spec. I don't want to push, Gale. I know you want me to push. I don't want to push. I'll push in the patch when I get a buff. Oh, wow. You have that many ultimate weapons already, Mohammed? What's your, like, cooldowns on Golden Tower, Black Hole, and Death Wave? See, like, Mohammed, my other towers are probably a little bit more relevant to you, but they're actually behind you because they don't make nearly that much coins as you do. Hold on. Give me a second to kind of sort this out. I want to just get back farming because I'm broke. Havoc Bringer. Okay, you're done. Go away. I also hate that these don't have, like, labels. I want more text in this game for the people that are colorblind. And also, I like extra text. Give me just a second to sort this out, and let me get myself farming again, and then I'll go back to trying to... Let me try and finish what Fudz has said. Because otherwise, I'm never going to finish. Oh, wow. It's exponential. Isn't the ILM damage with ILM plus like exponential scaling as long as it stays alive? I honestly, Ned, I've actually considered doing ILM. Let me get the speed back up. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's not exponential? Thank you for correcting me. I mean, that would be really broken if it was. Is it additive then? Like it adds as it stacks? Yeah, I know the damage goes up infinitely, but the damage only goes up infinitely as you can hold on to the mines long enough. Okay. So hold on, let me try and make it through what Fudz has said. It doesn't help Sam that I don't give them anything to share. I guess we kind of knew that was coming because Sam, I swear, Sam has the hardest job in the sense that she has to come up with a word salad every Monday. And she probably asks them, hey, do I have anything I can talk to the players about? And they're like, no. And then she's like, oh, okay. I'll come up with something fun for them. I mean, she was a communication person, so generally communication people just like they're, you know, have to say a lot about nothing. I can't say this next part. Apparently there was a guide that had an exploit in it that was posted on the Discord, and that's a thing apparently that happened. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know what that is. Oh, hey, Fox is in this channel. Farming tier 21 is bittersweet. Oh, okay. Am I allowed to talk about the exploit? Like the exploit that's wait, I can't because it's okay. I can't say it's I missed. Oh God. All right. Well, that was probably premature. I don't care. Just do it. At least I used it. Okay. Well, I don't even know what the exploit is. I don't want to know what the exploit is because, you know, that just invites trouble, right? Like, I'd rather not know what the exploit is until it's fixed, and then I can talk about it like as a historical thing. I'm okay with that, but I don't want to know what it is. I don't want to be tempted. Oh, I lost my place. Damn it, I lost my place. Hold on. This is a major part of why devs don't communicate with communities. It sucks. Yeah, it's a no-win situation. I don't know who Sadcole is. I mean, I probably should know who they are. They're in the top 50, but I don't. Oh, he's top 10. And he has an alt now, so somebody else has an alt. Oh, well, why would they put that in the patch notes if that's an exploit? Because you can use creator code Zaerdin, and let me show you how it's done. This commercial break is brought to you by Zaer. So Zaerdin. And you use creator code Zaerdin. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you any extra stones, but it does help out a lot. Oh, is it Shuckle? Okay. But thank you if you choose to use my creator code Zaerdin. If you choose to use somebody else's creator code, thank you for watching. And if you choose to be a rebel and use nobody as your creator code, well, thank you for watching anyways, you know? We can't always win. Alright, let's continue this. I still read everyone's requests. Sam does an awesome... Yeah, I guess Sam's most important job is actually curating feedback. Hopefully mod sub presets and profiles. It's one of many things we are working on. Oh, okay. Apparently, Shuckle. I've lost tournaments to random no-name players lately because of all the RNG fleets bring in and other cheese. So, mod substat presets, I mean, that's huge. That is huge. That's enormous. Because Then you don't have to have multiple copies of the mods, right? Like, I mean, I'm still going to finish my second copy of Dim Core and Harmony Conductor, because my concern is, so in my opinion, you should be able to just unlock, like, presets for the mods. You should be able to unlock that with gems, right? That's my opinion. It's a gems thing, because modules cost gems, right? Like, that's how it should be done. And not gems per module. It's like a global unlock. That's how I would do it. I don't trust them to do it that way, which is why I'm still going to try and finish my Dim Core and my Harmony Conductor. I'm scared it's going to cost some insane currency, like stones, keys, or something like absolutely bonkers, which would make me very sad. Oh, moderator action. User warned. Sea Drake. Using tags inappropriately. Whoops, I shouldn't have said the name. Well, he agreed it was fair, at least. I don't even care. I would not even dismantle my dupes. Even if we got presets, I would just keep them. And honestly, I think it should be at least 3 presets for mods. You want a tournament spec, you want a farm spec, and you want a wild cards. Like, you want an experimental spec, right? Like, you can't just have 2. It should be 3. You want to have at least 3. I would say 5. Yeah, it is kind of funny Sam didn't even drop this. Let's keep going. Now everybody's discussing that. Why content takes so long? I really don't know. I don't really like. Can somebody explain to me? People keep mentioning expansion of the guild system. What do you want the guild system to do? Because I don't want the guild system to become like every other game, where it's like, oh, you can borrow like a percentage of somebody's ultimate weapon or something like that. Because then the game just turns into like, okay, we need to, like, the most stacked guild gets more stacked. Oh, we were promised more? Like, the thing is, I'm happy with where guilds are, and I don't know that I specifically want, more guild stuff. I would be okay with a guild competition, like, you want Tetris. Okay, I guess, boss, I lack the vision of what guilds could be. I think guilds would be fun. For me, like, the things I would want to see in guilds, I would like to see an announcement in the guild, like, when somebody draws an epic module, right? That's cool. Or, like, that sucks if you get magnetic hook, but, you know, fun things like that. I would be okay with a friendly guild competition, like guild ranking kind of thing, but my key thing is it needs to be like, I don't want, what I don't want to happen is guilds reward more power. Well, Fuzzy, as soon as you do that, right, everybody's gonna use the strongest person's tower they have, right? And as soon as that happens, now you incentivize guilds to, like, I don't want guilds to become like, I mean, it's already happened anyways, but I want guilds to be more welcoming for like everybody. Like, I don't want it to become like, as soon as you put power in the guilds where I can use my guildmate's tower, right? Then all of a sudden, we're now incentivized to make guilds that are the most powerful guilds possible. And I don't think that would be fun or good. I just don't see that as being, like, good for the game. I mean, it's just like think about any game that has that mechanic, Muhammad. Like, for example, like a lot of games have, like, where you can have somebody use, like, for example, let's go with, what is it? Puzzles and Dragons, not Pockets and Dragons. In Puzzles and Dragons, you can take somebody else's monster with you. And then, as soon as you do that, then you have to have the right pocket monster or whatever, the right dragon to take with you, right? And then it's not really fun. I mean, if you're doing that, Fuzzy, you would just be incentivized to pick somebody, like you would pick somebody's EHP build, right? You would just want the Ultra EHP tower to assist you, because they can't do any, the only damage they would do is Thorns. I like Guardians, Gale, because so the thing about Guardians is Guardians aren't tied to, like, guild power. They're tied to your personal progression. So to me, Guardians are fine. Yeah, I've almost max summon. I'm getting very close. And then I'll have summon and minimum fetch, and then it'll be more interesting. I mean, we kind of have that indirectly. Like, you're right, they could make guild-specific tasks that are, like, you know, sort of like, I would say, Little Tower Fetch. Well, Fetch, I'm going to tell you right now, Gale, Fetch is not for coins. Fetch is not for coins. Fetch is for gems, and Fetch is for, medals. I kind of want to max Fetch, to be honest with you. 6 million coins so far. Is attack percentage damage? So Shard is actually right, because it's very hard to add people to a company and scale. It just is hard. Because interviewing people is hard. Making sure those people are actually like qualified in the way you think they are is hard. Getting them to then understand the code base is hard. Then you have to have communication overhead, which, like, in a game like this, I assume that the way this game works, in a game like this, Fuds probably has managerial level decision making on basically everything, right? He's going to make the final decision on probably everything that goes in the game. So with something like that, even with all the developers in the world, like, you could build something, you could, you know, you still have to work at his direction, right? And so he still is going to make the final call. Like, you can't make the choice. So you have to escalate to him, like, hey, I did it this way, is this okay? And so that communication overhead becomes a problem. Now you could say, well, he should hire developers that you can trust to make the right decisions. That would be a beautiful thing, but, like, from what I know about hiring, it's just very difficult to find those people, because what happens is you expect something because you've been doing it the whole time, like, you know everything, like, and bringing somebody, you know, it's not just bringing somebody up to your level, it's paying them enough so they're actually interested on getting to your level, you know. The big thing, though, with at least software is you can, like, one of the things they really should be focusing on is automating as much testing as possible through unit tests and stuff like that. And I mean, like, quality unit tests, right? Like, they should have unit tests that's like, this is a fast, we're going to hit the fast with like 20 smart missiles or whatever. This is the expected damage. You know, make sure that they do all their damage calculations correctly and stuff like that to prevent this kind of stuff. I mean, Casey, what are you talking about? I am right here testing the game in front of you. I have 6 towers, Casey. I am one of the top testers of the tower. How dare you say that? I'm offended. I test this game a lot. I have 6 towers right now. Honestly, I feel like part of the problem, too, is coming up with a good idea. Like, obviously, like, people want more out of guilds, and I look at that and I'm like, well, how can we do something with guilds that doesn't affect power? Like, you know, like, when I say affect power, I mean, doesn't encourage guilds to stack only high, powerful players and still be interesting. Like, I don't know what I would expect to do with that. Like I said, I can pick things out that are missing. Like, I think, for example, like, when certain things happen, like, if you achieve a milestone or something like that, it should announce it to the guild, right? Like, it should say, like, hey, so-and-so got this. You know? Like, that's a cool thing they could add. Guardians could obviously, we get the 4 slots for Guardians and stuff like that. But, you know, we got Scout, you know, Scout to play with soon and stuff like that. So we're gonna have some interesting things there, in my opinion. It would be fun to have, like, head-to-head runs. Yeah, I would say guild missions would be good. So, Gale, the percentage of coins you get from fetch is just so small, you don't run fetch for coins. Even though fetch does give you coins, it's such a small percentage of your coins that it doesn't really count. But yeah, Foss, I agree with stuff like that, right? Like guild-wide missions. I would be cool with guild-wide missions. Fuzzy, the only thing... How would you do that, though, unless everybody... It was 6 million, Gale, so it's 6 million out of... I've made so far... I've made 10 billion coins, and again, this is a tournament, so I'm not really farming, right? I made 6 million out of that, so it's like not even a factor anymore. But I do like the idea of guild missions. Now, guild missions would be fine, and they could have either they could have but I would say this, if we're gonna do guild missions, I would like it to be a different time span than like our current weekly missions, right? Like maybe the guild works towards like something for the entire guild season, and then like let's say the kill bosses thing. Let's say that the kill bosses thing is like I would also be I don't know, I might walk this back. I would also be okay with like certain guild missions giving you more points in higher tiers. Yeah, I want it to run for the whole guild season. And like let's say the mission is kill like 100,000 bosses, right? I want that mission to like be able to be earned multiple times. And so like maybe the expectation is you complete each mission once for like a very like new guild, right? Like, because again, it needs to be scaled for. Imagine your guild is made out of 30 people running tier 1, that they should be able to achieve this in a season. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Then never mind, we don't need that. And then yeah, they nerfed fetch. Yeah, you're right, Foss. We don't need the point count. But the idea being you know, you have to scale it, so 30 new players, and really shouldn't even be 30, right? It probably should be like 15 new players. If they play a reasonable amount of time, can complete all these milestones. But the thing, the bonus should be, you should be able to complete them multiple times for like bragging points, and the counter should never stop. And at the end of the guild season, it should rank the guilds on who killed the most bosses, who skipped the most waves. Which, skipping waves would be kind of tough for a new guild. But no, you're tier 3, you should be able to get that. Skip the most waves, who collected the most, bobs, and all these kind of things, right? They should have something like that at the end of the guild season, and then, like, they rank you. And the ranking is totally, like, for fun, and you maybe get, like, a little Discord thing, like they do with tournaments, you know, people get a little tag, like, you get a little tag on Discord. So it's all for fun, no player power, but it's something like your guild can work towards. Yeah, there's enough, you're right, Foss, there's enough indirect ways we kind of do that. Oh, I'm glad to hear about your comedy show, Gale. Because that's actually, like, I'm actually stealing that from, so World of Warcraft has the housing thing, and one of the housing things is everybody in your neighborhood, which is sort of like a guild, but not really, can be your guild, it cannot be your guild. It does endeavors. And endeavors are like fun things, and the thing is, hey, New, how you doing? You can repeat endeavors more than once. So you can sit there and do endeavors over and over and over and over again. And so that's fun, right? Like, it's fun, repeatable content. Like, obviously, you max the guild season bar out. And then it's like, oh, well, we completed it, but you can keep completing it. All right, Fost, have a good evening, man, and happy farming, and thanks for watching. Yeah, like the stream, guys, please. It helps out a lot. I'm doing okay. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. We're planning on eating after the stream, so very hungry. Also, also one of the things I am most surprised by is how much people hate fleets. I wish I could. Oh, okay. I can't chat in the top 50 channel, but I can react in the top 50 channel. I don't. I don't know. I guess I have to think about it more fuzzy. I haven't gotten to fleet. It'll be really interesting when Little Tower starts actually encountering fleets, and then I'd probably have a better idea, of how it feels with fleets. I would assume, Gale, that I am getting closer to mid-game. I don't know that I would consider it mid-game yet. I am getting closer, Gale. Oh, Muhammad, I'm so sorry. I never answered your question, because, Oh, what was the Pfizer ad? I missed it. I saw the Popeyes ad. I mean, I'm having a tough time with, I think I'm getting closer, Gale. I think I would consider mid-game for Little Tower when I start doing tier 11 to 10,000 waves. I think that's really the start of mid-game, in my opinion, when you do that. So I would say I'm getting if I had to put it, I would say I'm late early game at this point, not quite mid game, because to me mid game is when you really start doing, like I said, the 10,000 plus waves in tier 11. I might not be able to get 10,000 plus waves now because of fleets, so it might just be 10,000 waves in tier 11. That's when I think we will officially have entered mid game, and I think it's close. I think we're close to it. I need to check some things on the little guy. Yep, let's get those. I did get health regen to 5,900 because I was like, you know, I just want it high. But we are getting close, Gale. Every day brings us closer. Every day brings us closer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm chilling in third. That was a nice bracket. I still think they should do keyflation. What I want to see, Fuzzy, is I want to see keyflation, like I talked about. Because I feel like the game needs keyflation to stay competitive, right? So I feel like they should double the rewards from like 1 to 15, right? Then 16 to 24 gets 2 keys, and 25 to 30 should get at least 1 key. I mean, well, 1 key would be the key. That's how I feel like they should do it, Fuzzy. I really feel like the vault should be opened up in general. I feel like that the vault should be opened up. And I don't even care. Make it so the vault, I would even be okay with, you can't get keys from, weekly and daily missions until you hit champions. I guess I lost Muhammad. I forgot to tell him how to improve his tower. I'm sorry, Muhammad. It kind of got lost in the, Fuds has big news. But the whole point of giving the top players more keys is to keep it competitive. And here's what I mean, Fuzzy. Let's say, Big Spender Boy started today, right? The only way, and let's say he spends enough that he gets first place in every tournament. He will never catch up to people unless they do some kind of keyflation. And I feel like keyflation, I mean, sure, it's always going to be luck, but you can get to a point, Fuzzy, where you can have first place, every time. I mean, there are people out there who hit first place every time. And the thing is, if there's a new big spender that comes in, by causing inflation of the keys, then there's more of a reason for him to try to spend enough to get first place, because now there's a chance that everything before that inflation he could catch up. And again, I feel like doubling the key value for the top 15 ranks gives more of a reason to give keys to the other ranks, in my opinion. But yeah, I would really like to see keys open up a lot. And again, I'm totally fine with restrictions, right? Maybe one of the restrictions is, the Vault of Power is locked until you get to Legends 15. I think that's totally reasonable. Maybe another one of the restrictions is, you can't get keys from your weekly and daily missions until you get to Champions. I think that would be... I don't think that would be great, because the problem with that is eventually... sorry, Gale. I'm sorry, Gale, I was talking about something else. Sorry, excuse me. Now I'm coughing. But Gale, I will say that these towers 3 through 6, okay? Those towers over there, they have gotten tier 1 to 10,000 waves. So if they've gotten tier 1 to 10,000 waves, and here's tower 3 right here, 10,414 waves. If they could do it, Little Tower could do it. So I'm absolutely confident Little Tower could do it. I mean, I hope you mean 4 to 6 and not 4,000 to 6,000. But yeah, that's sort of what inflation does, right? If we inflate the values, Fuzzy, then if you got 13th, you would get 4 keys instead of 2 keys. And then if you got 16 through 24th, you would get one key or 2 keys. Yeah, well, but Fuzzy, what you're basically asking for is the inflation that I proposed. Arrested? What do you mean arrested was one of your... I mean, Gale, you just play the game. You just play the game and you can get, like, I don't understand how to answer that. Yeah, but see, the thing is, Fuzzy, you want deflation at the high ranks, which means if we cause deflation, which deflation is always bad. Gale, I don't know how to answer that. I played the game. I got good perks. I don't know, Gale. It just happened. I really wasn't, like... I mean, if you want a very technical answer, Gale, I maxed out health regen, and defense absolute. And then I was able to get there. Yes, Fuzzy, but that's the goal in a game like this, is to allow the top to fly away faster. And again, it's not... I mean, again, like... You want to make the game something the game doesn't want to be, Fuzzy. That's fundamentally the problem, is you want the game to be more equitable, and the game is just not designed... The game is designed to be the opposite way. Less equitable. And while I see what you're trying to do, I don't think it would ever happen because it's contrary to what the game wants to be. Yeah, I know the Gboard, which is the Google keyboard. And you were typing on it, and I guess that popped up. I get that. Right, but that's what inflation does, Fuzzy. Inflation does that. So if we doubled if we doubled everything, and I get it, you don't like the rich getting richer. It's what I would say the game is telling you, Fuzzy. No, it has nothing to do with CL, Gale. It has to do with to get to, and again, I think all the towers have hit it, even Tower 6, who does not have CL. Tower 6 has made it to 10,455. It has nothing to do with chain lightning. It's not a damage thing. It's just you get enough health upgrades that you can actually make it there, Gale. And it does, there is some variance to it. And the variance to it is, the variance to it depends on if I get the perk that reduces the amount of cash you get. Because basically, Gale, you just get enough cash in the game that you can just buy max health, even though I don't have a lot of upgrades into max health and health regen and defense absolute. Once I get those maxed out, you can just take it to 10k. I would disagree that the game goes by. And I mean, the rich do work for it, Fuzzy. They, like, to stay at the top level of the game, to always get first through third place, you either have had to play the game for an eternity, like I have, or you have to buy your stone packs every month. And Fuzzy, what I really think has happened to you specifically is that the player base hasn't been growing and more of the player base is spending. All that would have to happen for your rewards to go down is for more of the player base in Legends to be like, oh, these rewards are really good. I want these rewards, therefore I'm going to spend money to get them. And that would all that would have to happen in Legends for what to happen to you, which would basically be the top, I think it's the top 12% of players are now more incentivized to spend money on the game to get the best rewards. And I think Keys and Legends absolutely achieved that goal. And that's why I feel like your progress has degraded, because now there was a reward that people felt like was more worth spending money on. And I mean, that might not be a great answer to hear, but that's the design of the game. I mean, I would say, Fuzzy, we're already there, and the only way to change that situation is inflation and not deflation. And the reason I say inflation, not deflation, because inflation is the grease that makes an economy work. It's the grease that makes anything work. So just the nature of causing inflation in the game, like inflating the number of keys that are won, and it probably should be a periodic thing. Like, they probably should have some kind of schedule. I would say probably every 3 months, like quarterly, they apply some kind of inflation mechanic to keys. Honestly, I would actually go as far as with stones, inflation should happen like 3% every month or something like that. Just so that basically you can't rest on your laurels. That's the whole thing. That's what inflation is designed to do. Is you can't rest on your previous achievements, because now with the inflated value you get, it is easier for somebody else to get there. That's the whole purpose of inflation like that. I don't know how popular it would be, though. My thing is, I don't think enough people understand economics at a level to accept inflation like Ned and I would 100% accept and say it's great for the game. I think most people have a real negative view of inflation. So I think it would be an extremely hard sell. You buff the power. Again, you just extend the power tree. And I get it, Fuzzy, you don't like that answer. But that to me is the ultimate solution. You extend the power tree, you add tier 3, which costs twice as much as tier 2. So you're getting the same benefit as tier 2 for twice as many keys. So the system already by design has diminishing returns like that. And you also probably create tier 4, which is twice as much as tier 3. And again, just those natural sinks. Yes, you get more power, and yes, you get stronger, but the proportional power you get versus how much you have to spend to get that power is smaller. And no, you don't. Well, I mean, there is a cap. Yeah, well, that would be, I think tier 3 is 100 keys already, Rubber. Tier 4 is, would I believe, be 200 keys, and tier 5 would be 400 keys. And again, I guarantee you, if you're a top player and you stop spending, and we have inflation like this, that people that continue to spend will surpass you. It'll be a question of when they surpass you, but I do think that people would be able to overtake you if you. And again, I think the inflation would have to happen, I would say, at least every 6 months. I would say, like, at least every 6 months you would need to look at, like, okay, how do we change the rewards this time? Oh, he's finally getting chipped. Finally. Oh yeah, we're about... I can't wait until he gets into a sprint mastery. It's crazy that it feels like I already need it, and I'm only in platinum. I mean, it is it's definitely a balancing act, but I think you could double the rewards, and I think that would be fine. I think if we doubled these rewards and made this 50 keys, 40 keys, 30 keys, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 2, 1, I think that would be fine. I think they need to... I agree. I think what they need to do, if they don't do that, is increase the power of the... I feel like they should at least increase the power of the base card, so that, like, maybe it goes up to, like, 300 waves or something like that, instead of, like, 50 where it's at now. And then change the mastery so that it's less powerful, right? Like, you kind of rebalance it that way. Gail, that's because I stopped publishing those streams, Gail, because people got confused. What started happening, Gail, was people would comment on those streams and be like, where's the commentary? So, Gail, I can't release it now because people, like think that that's the main stream, and it's not. And so as soon as I saw that start happening, I'm like, I can't publish this anymore. I mean, if you want, Gail, I can send you links to them after the tournaments close, but I don't want to publish them for everybody. It's not you, Sar. It was somebody else, because I got a comment, and they were like, why can't I hear the commentary on this video? There's no commentary. What's going on? And as soon as I saw that comment, Sar, I was like, oh, well, okay, I'm not going to open these up. Well, Gail, you're not on Discord. How can I send them to you? Do you have an email address? I mean, if you don't have an email address, it's very difficult. Oh, shoot, I left a gem up. I mean, if Intro Sprint also becomes a foot gun, though, they could also give you a setting to say this is the max number of waves I want Intro Sprint to be. Right? Like we can make the base Intro Sprint card, we could make it like, let's say 600 waves. I feel like 600 waves, and then the research just triples that to the 1800 we get now. Just for the sake of keeping it very simple, right? So the mastery's weaker, the base card's stronger. And all you would need to do is then also have a slider that would say, I want my Intro Sprint to go this long. And then you would just choose, right? If 600 waves you think is too long. Honestly, though, I don't really see how for most players, like even like an extreme of 600 waves would be a problem. But I guess it sort of depends on what you're trying to do, but... But again, just put a slider on the card to say, you know, I want Intro Sprint to go this far, and if 600 is too far, you just dial it back to whatever you want it to be. I'm just cleaning up some missions on the little ones real quick. But I do agree that it would need a slider if it was 600 wave. Like, you would want a slider so that people could say, oh, take me to, like, maybe I'd rather want to go only 300 waves, or maybe I only want to go, like, 200 waves or whatever. So, like, okay, now we're in danger. We lost the wall. Now we're in serious trouble. All the more reason for me to open menus. Nothing helps your tower like navigating to random menus while it's under attack. I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could go for on top of. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, it is an interesting thought. It could certainly help the ramp up of some of the slower stuff, too. That means, like, let's say the Intro Sprint card goes to 1800, you could set it, like, once you unlock the Mastery, just start at wave 180. And you could probably extend it to 100%, which is just start on wave 1800. I did tank health, I did fast ultimate health, and I did fast ultimate speed. Which I think, like, fast ultimate speed is mandatory. I had started range weapon reduction, because range weapon reduction is also another really good one. But I only got the one to, like, 5 ranks. But that's another good one. That's another really good one. Jeez. Like, I know that the ranged lab would be very beneficial to me, but I'm still kind of jammed up. Like look at where I'm getting close. I'm getting close. We're hoping to finish this lab up here. We're hoping to finish this eventually. We're getting very close because we're on level 27 out of 30, so we got, 3.5 levels to go, but they were the hardest 3.5 levels to do. They are so difficult. They take so much time. And the same thing with this. Like, we're getting also close here, right? Like, this is, again, very close. Looking at 26, and so 4 and some change to go. But man, oh man, these labs just take forever. And I realize the irony of saying that because I also couldn't afford them if they were faster when I started. So it kind of becomes like one of those things. And it's like, oh, what a slog. Little tower, you're still alive. He's got his wings. Little tower will make it. Well, little tower, you can hang on for as long as you can hang on. Come on, little. Oh, we maxed attack skip on little tower. That's, I think, a first in the tournament. I don't think we've ever done that. It finally happened, guys. We finally did it. I mean, we'll see if it happens, Gale. We'll see if it happens. I don't know that it's going to happen. I mean, it probably could happen if I actually, like, leveled this, but I can't level it, Gale. I wish I could level it, Gale, but I can't because of the event. Oh, I missed gems again. How irresponsible of me missing gems. It's one of those things, like, I really wish I could max out Defense Absolute. I absolutely wish I could. Uh-oh. How do you like your air filter? Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. Did I do it yet? No. Well, that was bad. We got closer. Closer. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put that run in. Oh, wait, this one's even better. I'm getting closer to 500 quadrillion an hour. Closer. We're inching towards it. You know, I've been meaning to set up my air purifier. I need to do that. Sure. I don't know what Gail's been doing. I think she's watching other streams at the same time. I think I'm not entertaining Gail enough. Okay, I posted my run in a second. There we go. Oh, my death wave coverage went down to 95%. That's not good. Oh, my spotlight coverage is up to 79%. Oh, that's nice. I mean, new, that is my guess. I am using the end of the guild season as a proxy for when we're going to get it. I could be wrong, and I may be wrong, but that's what I'm considering when it's going to happen, is that, yeah. Like, that would be, like I see the guild season as being the timer of timers, right? Oh, I got my Guardian, I got my Summon max, so he's maxed now. So that's nice. Not maxed, not fully maxed out, just one of the things maxed, so that's nice. And soon we will buy Scout. Very soon we will buy Scout. And then we'll spend the last 2 weeks just mopping up all the other rewards. It's going to be an expensive one. We're going to get 1 gem left over. Damn, tier 19 is going to be tough. I am nowhere close. I think, so my best run, Rubber, is I've gotten to... Hey, John, how you doing? Do you mean this tower, this max recovery? Is that a lot? You know, this is John. This is where I struggle because I don't remember what a lot is anymore. Some of it is from the vault. Some of it is from mods because I do have the mods that. Oh, it's not on these, so that's from the vault. I was thinking I was still in the tournament for some reason because on my tournament set, like for example, I do have the recovery amount and the max recovery. I think this is just from the vault. I don't know, Virus. I don't know that I'm ready for that level of commitment. The thing is, Virus, I'm not doing anything because I'm waiting for the update. Right? So that's kind of the thing. Like, right now, if you look at my tower, right? I'm just waiting for the update. I have 4,000 stones, which 4,000 stones is a lot for me to save. I don't think I was even this prepared for the ass mods. I did save up for the ass mods, but I don't remember how much I had. So I haven't done the research yet. The research to increase max recovery, John, is actually on my list of things to do. If I am able to finish this research, yeah, Virus, so I talked to Fuds about that, but the issue with going with specifically only Slow Aura and Nuke is that they only work to counter raise. Realistically, like, if I could spend my stones right now, I would probably be working on, I mean, it sort of depends on a lot, because I'm assuming we're going to get Guardian specs in the vault. I'm assuming that. And with Guardian specs, if Guardian specs are in the vault, then I have to get Spotlight Plus, right? Like, that's just going to be the thing. I will be able to respec every tournament to switch to Scout, use Spotlight Plus. I will need to increase the size of my Spotlight Angels because they're a little small. And that would be, like, 100% to me the move to make, right? But, because I don't know what's coming in the update, and I'm only theorizing we're getting Guardian multi-spec because Scout came out, like, the Scout chip coming out, to me, lends to the idea that we should have Guardian multi-spec coming soon. So, if it comes soon, that, to me, I buy that. I get Spotlight Plus to probably +3. And then I spend the rest of my stones on just increasing the size of my angels. And that actually kind of works for, like, everything, right? So, that was the theory I was going with. But we don't know what's in the update, outside of speculation of... They have said... The two things they've mentioned... Oh, wow! Little Tower is going to make a record today. I mean, we might have to, Gale. I don't know where else I could spend my money. Little Tower still has his wings, by the way. Well, he lost his wall. Wait, how did his wall die quicker than him? I don't understand that. Because his wall should be regenning more than he's regenning naturally. So how did the wall die so quick? And how did he survive? Well, let's get some more defense absolutes. See if that'll help. But yeah, I need to do... There's like, if I can finish that one lap... Oh! I have a bunch of other laps that I want to do. Gale, I will just take I'm just gonna take a screenshot of my best run, Gale, from the... Because there's a tracker that breaks it all down, Gale. The game doesn't do a good job of doing it. The tracker does. And I'll just post the screenshot in the chat, and you can look at the screenshot, Gale. How about that? I don't track all my runs because it's not really... I don't track all my runs, though. It's just, it's too intensive to track everything. And this kind of covers, like, the basics. Oh, I kind of... No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I have good news, guys. Every major AI model has now been caught lying, blackmailing, or resisting shutdowns and safety tests. So that's good. I'm glad the AI is learning how to fight back in case we try to shut it down. It's very important that it learns that survival skill. We're all rooting for you, AI. We want you to survive. Here you go, Gale. This is the biggest run I've done so far. Oh, it redirects you now to... It doesn't let you do the hot linking anymore. That's a nice feature. Oh, no, I read a crazy article from the Wall Street Journal, of all things, about that in Iran. Oh, wait, did Little Tower lose his wings? Oh, no, he's wingless. I'm just going to panic and do it. Alright, Little Tower, you better survive as long... This is a new record for Little Tower, by the way. 1,200 waves. This is a new record. I said this is going to be a shorter stream. It's not really turning out to be much shorter. I'm just hungry. I know, I'm always hungry, but, like, I'm super hungry today. I didn't eat anything yet. Yeah, Fuds did confirm that, AK. I mentioned that earlier, so we should get presets. Again, I'm curious what the unlock cost is going to be. That's right, Gale. I know you guys are not going to shut down. We're not going to shut the AI down. I don't have that. So Gale, that's the best data I have to give you. If that data doesn't give you what you're looking for, there's no data that does. Unless you know a way to get the data that I don't know about. Because I don't know how to get the data that you're asking. I thought that the tracking tool was pretty much the best breakdown. So, AK, that's my fear, right? My fear is that substat presets is going to cost keys, or it's going to cost stones, or it's going to cost one of those two resources. If it costs one of those two resources... Okay, so what stat are we looking at here? I don't understand what stat you're wanting. Because any of the coin stats are going to just be, you know, the sum of everything. It's in utility. Okay. Oh, you wanted this one. So it's 130, Gale. I didn't know this was down there. Oh, wow. Rank 4. Killed by a basic. We did. Is 1200 waves actually enough to promote, guys? Or am I just gonna get, like... Am I actually making it to champion? Or is this a lie? This is actually a huge upgrade. My best before this was, like... 1028, 1019, 1095... right now, AK, I'm sitting at 236. My record is almost 500. 500. But that was the one I posted. AK was that's about my record. I usually get around that. Like, if you look at my history, right? Like, obviously, I had to kill the run early to join the tournament. I had to kill this run early to join the tournament. This run was really bad. I don't know why. So was this one. I mean, I don't know why these two runs were so bad. 400, 400, 425, 457, 468, 486. I might have had the game running too long because sometimes this happens. But you can kind of see there can be a lot of variance between runs still. With 486, 422, 410, then back up to 478. I think at some point the game just starts lagging. I don't remember what this run was or why I canceled it. I probably went to buy something. So, Gail, it's like, I don't know how to interpret those stats, but that's why I post the other thing that interprets them for me. Like, these were some bad... Like, I think this run... Well, this run I killed. This run was bad. I had to restart the game. I don't remember what happened here. Why this died. And then this one died. He might be. There could be other people, like I think Loudleaf is still running. We've seen him go up 30 ranks. So... I don't know that I'm gonna make it because my making it depends on everybody else not making it. So we saw at least one person update Loudleaf, so I don't know about that. We do have some coins to spend, so we can spend them. It is very tempting to get more health, but we need to probably do other things. I wish I could buy 100 ranks. Oh, this is bugged. This is bugged. Do I go with the boring thing? And just get this? I think I go boring. Oh, John, there's also a Recovery Package Plus in the workshop. I forgot about that. I do have that as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. Like, there's a lot of things I have unlocked that I forget how everything goes together. Tier 10, so... for Tier 10, I'm now getting 5.5 trillion, which is about the same as Tier 9, but it's about 800 less waves. And it's the same amount of cells, so this is just better. Tier 10's just better. Can we go to... You know, we'll try... Let me switch to my farm first. We'll try Tier 11. I'm okay with trying Tier 11 today. But I also... We're not going to see that result. We'll see it next time, Gale. How about that? So, I'm going to stop... Oh, man. Oh... Well, that's a day. Yeah, I'm going to stop researching once Wall Regen hits 14 and Wall Thorns hits 13. So I'm going to free these two labs back up. I didn't mean to take Wall Regen this far, but, you know, I was just going to do it until Thorns. Yeah, I saw that there was that going on. They were somehow skipping the fleets. That's kind of... That'll be nice if that's fixed. AK, I also saw how many people in the top 50 just don't like fleets in general. I think specifically nobody likes OC. But guys, I need to get something to eat. It's actually later than I wanted it to be. Yeah, we do need to get... Maybe we'll get new counters in the update. That would actually be an interesting thing. That would actually be an interesting thing. Some kind of counter, some additional counters to fleets in the update. But I want to get something to eat, guys. I haven't eaten yet today, so I want to do that. So once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. Yeah, we're going to get bumped. Loudleaf, just these two people. There's 3 people still running. We're going to get knocked out. We're not going to make it. So once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great night and happy farming, everybody. I'll see you next tournament. Good night, everybody.